Captain Phillips. My goodness, I knew this movie was going to be good, but I did not think it was going to be this good. I saw the trailers and I was like, okay, this is, you know, Tom Hanks, the return of Tom Hanks. This is his return to form that I've been wanting for the last little while, because Tom Hanks is one of the best actors out there. In the 90s and early 2000s, he was spot on with so many roles. But then after a while, in the last decade or so, there were good movies, but they weren't the best portrayals of characters. And this completely changed that. This is my favorite Tom Hanks role that I've ever seen. I've seen Forrest Gump, I've seen, you know, Green Mile, I've seen Saving Private Ryan, I've seen Castaway, all of that. I've seen them all, or a lot of his big movies. And this is by far my favorite role with Tom Hanks. It was so good. I've enjoyed it so much that I want to go see it again right away. There's a bunch of other movies I want to watch and review, but I need to go see this movie again because I loved it so much. It was so real and intense. The realism comes from Tom Hanks. You don't really see Tom Hanks after a while. Once the story gets going, you're so involved with his character, and you don't want anything bad to happen to his character or the rest of the crew. You just get so involved with the story and the characters that you don't want anything bad happening to them. And you cringe every time that something bad does happen. You feel the connection there. And the pirates, this is all their first starring movies, and everybody's talking about that, and I'm like, I get so fed up every time that I would watch a review for this movie and see that people would be talking about, you know, the portrayal of the pirates. I was like, I don't care, it's their first movie, whoop-de-doo. They're good. They feel like actual pirates. The way that they, I don't know what kind of acting school they went to, or maybe just life experiences. I don't know. That would make sense to me because they did such a good job that it felt like they were actual pirates. And so it's the crew. It's Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks needs to get nominated for Best Actor, if not win, because really right now there's nothing really that's, I would say, warrants a nomination for Best Actor that I've seen so far. Maybe Hugh Jackman's Prisoner role, but it's not up to Oscar quality. It's just because there's nothing else on the field at the moment. I know that we are going to be getting into that in the next few months, but really this is, wow, I'm just amazed at how well Tom Hanks did with this role. Then the pirates, they did such a great job. The crew, they really felt some of the emotions and the things that the characters would bring up are real things that people would say, that humans would say if they, you know, we're about to be attacked by pirates, we are about to get boarded, we're freaking out, we didn't sign up for this, you know, I want out of here. It's just a bunch of things that really felt would be a realistic movie, and that's kind of what Paul Greengrass does. His movies are kind of like the Bourne movies. He did the last Bourne Ultimatum and Bourne Supremacy, and the way that he films his movies is kind of like you're there. He's the only person that really does a really good job with the shaky cam, because he makes it realistic. He makes it seem as if you're just watching, you know, at the side of their shoulder. And he kind of brings that to Captain Phillips, not as much as he did in the Bourne movies, but it's the sense of realism that he brings to the table, and it's so well done. This is my favorite Paul Greengrass movie. This is my favorite Tom Hanks movie. It's so many up there. And minor spoiler, but when the Navy gets involved, all I'm saying is that the Navy gets involved. That's all I'm going to say. But when the Navy is involved, the portrayal of the Navy characters are so well done. You think that sometimes some of the characters, I think that they might actually be Navy SEALs because they just seemed so legit. Like when they're placing their weapons in place or when they're moving around, it looks real, and it looks like you would not want to mess with these people at all. And that's what SEALs are supposed to be like. You are supposed to be so intimidated by these people. These are the most badass and hardcore people on Earth, and it felt like that whenever they showed up. And oh my goodness, it's just so well done. I really did not know the story going in, and that's the best way to go into this. You just need to know that there are pirates, and they are going to be wanting to board onto a ship. That's all you need to know. And it's so freaking good. I cannot give more praise. I've been doing this for the last little while. It's just, I love this time of year because there's so many good movies coming out, and I keep saying that. But yeah, definitely Tom Hanks, Best Actor nomination, and I'm going to say that Captain Phillips is a 9 out of 10. This is my first 9 out of 10 since I started this channel, but this totally deserves it. I would recommend going to see this definitely at some point, either on DVD or Blu-ray, but I would recommend going to see it in theaters because I am going for a second run, maybe even a third time, depending on who wants to go see it with me. So anyway, you've been Bearded In. Thanks for watching, everyone. Beardage!